Update on the H8 from a fellow YouTuber that you guys might want to look at. How's it going, guys? Cory the Random Guy here with you on this lovely evening. Let's just jump right into the video because this is not kosher to me at all. There is a fellow YouTuber out there. His name is Ham Radio Dude. I come across his videos just scrolling through the TV tonight. He pointed out a couple of things about the H8 that I did not see at first, and now that I started playing around with it, I can see it. And there's a few other things too that are really not that big of a deal to me, but there are other things that are a big deal. Here I was boasting about this radio and, you know, basically saying, hey, you guys should go get this. Yeah, it's awesome, you know. Okay. One of the things is spurious RF. Apparently, the FCC has regulations of spurious RF. If it reaches past a certain point, transmitting on other frequencies versus the one that you are supposed to be transmitting on, which all radios do, but there's a certain level that they have to be down to in order for them to be FCC compliant. Well, apparently, Ham Radio Dude has the equipment to test this stuff out. I don't. It's mind-boggling on how much of the spurious RF is coming out of the H8. Another big one is the FCC ID. The FCC ID in the radio, at least mine, his is a GMRS version. Mine is supposedly a ham version, but let me show you guys this real quick. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is the FCC ID. Okay, this is mine. Anybody looks those FCC IDs up, you can go to the FCC website and actually look them up. I personally don't know how because I haven't tried it yet. Ham Radio Dude did it, and they're not there. These radios here are not FCC compliant, and they have not been FCC passed. And here they were selling these radios on Amazon days. They jumped the gun, honestly. So in my personal opinion, yeah, they really screwed up. Let's get into a couple of other things that I personally don't think is a big deal, but some of you might think so. So let's get you set up here. Now, you all know I'm a GMRS operator. So the first thing that is kind of a nuisance that I had discovered, and I just never paid attention. Let's go into menu. You see it's at 0, okay? You want to go up, right? You would think that that number would go up. No. And I'm hitting it, the up arrow, and it's going down. You hit the down arrow, it goes up. I'll show you something curious. Channel 15, this is one of the programmed ones that I have. Up arrow, it goes up in the channels. And down arrow, goes down in the channels. Okay, not a big deal. That one personally is not a big deal to me, although it would be nice if it was actually correct. And another thing, it has to do with the actual programming of the radio on the computer. This deal here I'm about to show you is actually the firmware for the H8. This is one of the latest firmwares that they sent me to try it out. You guys see it's just in a window. Everything looks normal. Let's go to maximize. And it's still the same size up here, but it fills up the screen with the rest of a blank. That may be something that you guys may find a big deal. I personally do not. It is what it is. But there's something in an email that I got from Tidradio that just mind boggles me. The first 4 sections, I hope you guys can see this, but the first 4 sections there, the top 2, and I'll show you guys the microphone audio test here in a minute. But number 2, that one is actually kind of a big deal. The OD Master, alright, I had some problems with that, and that is the app programming software that you can get for your phone and program the radio. Number 4 was a big one. Excessive collection of user information by the app. Where is all of our information going? Nobody knows. Number 5, I just showed you guys that. Number 8, I actually never had a problem with, so some of you actually who was doing the testing had this problem. I did not. UHF, low power output. All right, this one is kind of a thing that kind of caught my eye. And what I mean by that is that radio is supposed to be putting out 0.5 of a watt on low power. I have my Surecom 33 here with a 5 watt dummy load. It would not even register on here. It's so low. Ham Radio Dude did a test on his. He was registering 0.06 of a watt on UHF on low power, which was really, really not good. So they definitely got some fixes there as well. But let's get to the audio test, because you guys are going to hear such a massive difference. Because we are going to run the Anytone. It is set volume 30, GMRS Simplex 15. Very first thing we're going to run is the UV5R. I'm going to have it about this far from my face. I'm going to have the camera up close to the radio so that it can actually hear it. This is how I'm going to do it. Audio test 1, 2, audio test 1, 2. See? Pretty loud on the old UV5R here. Now, let's jump over to the H8 GMRS Simplex 15 running at high power, or no, mid power. I have it turned down to mid power. So same distance away from my face, right about here. Audio test 1, 2, audio test 1, 2. Now, you guys probably heard my actual voice over the radio. The mic gain on this is turned way down. Don't know why. It's either the mic gain or the microphone itself. So here I am boasting about this radio, and I'm here to tell you, it's not what it's cracked up to be, mostly because of the stuff that I had tested with it. I never had really bad reports when hitting repeater. They said that my audio was crisp, it was clear, and normal volume. So, I don't know. I mean, now that I know this, it's kind of like, well, what's going on here? I do want to do one more test. Actually, two more. I have the earpiece attachment. We'll see if that helped with the audio. And this came with my UV5R, by the way. And then we have the speaker mic that we are going to test on the H8. So first, let's test this out. So to give you guys an idea of how I'm going to do this, it's about the same distance transmitting to the Anytone. So let's see what we get. Audio test 1, 2, audio test 1, 2. As you guys see, it actually sounds a little bit better with the earpiece in. Let's test the speaker mic and see if it's any louder. Okay, there again, about the same distance. So let's test and see how much better this makes it. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2, audio test. So with the speaker mic and the little earbud attachment, it seems to have made the radio a little bit louder, but as you guys heard on the speaker mic, it is a little tinny. I don't know how, I guess the harmonics inside of it, I don't know. So the built-in microphone on the H8 is really not all that good. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do. I know they pulled them off of Amazon, and I know they pulled it down off of their website. It's kind of a big blow, honestly. It's not good. I mean, like I said before, I personally think, in my personal opinion, they jumped the gun on this one. I'm not sure what if they were just overly excited about a brand new radio or what the deal was, but they got a little bit too far ahead of themselves, honestly. I just wanted to show you that about the H8. If you guys have them, if you guys ordered them on Amazon days, I personally don't blame you if you guys did send them back, because I get the feeling that there's gonna be a lot of people sending them back just because, you know, there is some problems with them still. If a couple of the things that's on them really don't bother you, like the whole up and down arrow, and you guys just plug it into the computer and program it without the app, then cool, you know, you guys can do that too. But the microphone is just kind of a big blow. You know, you would think for a radio of this stature, it would be sounding much better. In fact, it should have been a little bit louder than the old UV5R here. Don't get me wrong, they make some great UV5Rs, but this H8, you know, I think they were a little bit over eager. You guys put your thoughts in the comments below if you guys have one of these or have thought about getting one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will talk to you guys later.